Hey everyone, welcome back. So today I'm really excited to bring you guys a one brand review featuring 5 products from Osmia Organics. Bear with me, this is probably going to be a long one, but I really wanted to do an in-depth review on these beautiful products. If you are only interested in hearing about some specific products of the bunch, down below I will have listed the time markers where I begin talking about each product, so hopefully that will help you navigate better if you don't want to sit through this entire video. Just a quick disclaimer, this is not a sponsored video. Some of these items I got on my own. One was a gift from a friend and 2 of them were sent to me from Osmia for free. They didn't say I had to do a positive review or anything like that. They just simply asked me to do a review. So as always, I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys. Before I get started, I did want to give some background information on the brand and the founder, Sarah Villafranco. So before Sarah did anything beauty related, she was originally an ER doctor. So though she did enjoy her job and she was a good fit for the fast-paced, high-stress environment, after her mother had recently passed of cancer, she kind of got a different outlook on life. Her job mainly involved just cleaning up messes where a lot of the patients could have prevented these issues had they had the better knowledge and motivation to take control of their health. She really wanted to do something that was preventative care, not just putting out the fires. She started working part-time and put more focus into her family, taking care of her little girls, and she also decided to take a soap making class for fun. With combining her pre-existing love for the science and chemistry from her medical background with beauty, she immediately became really passionate about this entire idea. She became so fascinated with it that she actually ended up borrowing out a small room from her friend's house where she could play around, experiment with all these different ingredients, come up with her own formulations, and she did that for 2 years, all while counting down the hours of her ER shifts. And eventually it just clicked that she wanted to open up her own business and do this for a living, and she did. So taking a closer look at the actual products, she chooses ingredient quality over cost savings, so this will be a more expensive line of products. I wouldn't say it's over the top like some out there, but it is a bit more expensive. However, she is very strict with the ingredients. You're not going to find any bad ingredients in these products. So they use organic ingredients whenever possible, though the line isn't completely certified organic. She's kind of picky in a different way. If she has one ingredient from a supplier that she really trusts, but it's wild harvested, not certified organic, and then she has the same ingredient that is certified organic, doesn't really know the owner, and then she smells them side by side, she's gonna trust her nose over which one smells more fresh and higher quality. Another thing worth mentioning, this line takes a focus on perioral dermatitis, which Sarah has suffered from. So a lot of the products are formulated specifically to help people with this condition. There are so many people that have found her products to help with this condition significantly, including herself. So I thought that was worth noting in case anyone has that or knows of anyone who has this issue. Definitely look into this brand. So that'll bring me into the first product I'll be reviewing, which is the Purely Simple Face Cream. This one I did get in the January Beauty Heroes box. This one I believe is 88.5% organic. It comes in a completely recyclable airless pump. This product was designed for reactive skin, in particular the perioral dermatitis, but also other skin issues like eczema, psoriasis. Any kind of hypersensitive skin would be well suited for this. That being said, I think a lot of different skin types would benefit, with the exception of maybe really dry skin, unless you don't mind a lighter textured cream in the morning. The reason it's not really heavy and super moisturizing is because those types of creams can actually make the perioral dermatitis worse. It's based with aloe juice, which is obviously going to be really soothing to any inflamed skin, and then the moisture content comes from sweet almond oil, apricot kernel oil, and jojoba oil. So for the scent, it's really light. I don't think anyone with scent sensitivities would have an issue with this. It's not offensive at all. It's just a really light, fresh, floral sort of scent, and it doesn't linger at all. You just kind of get a whiff of it when you're massaging it into your face, and then it's gone within seconds. So for me, I have normal to oily skin, and I really enjoy using this in the daytime. It absorbs into the skin beautifully. It isn't greasy in the slightest. It isn't sticky or tacky either. And it does just give the perfect amount of moisture for the daytime and to wear under makeup and all that. One thing I will say with the packaging, just a warning mainly, so there is no spring in this pump because it's 100% recyclable. and I think that's the reason it's like this, but it is super sensitive to dispensing the product. You barely have to touch it to get a little bit out. You can easily get way too much. That's what I did at first, and I had too much for my face, my neck. It was like going down half my body. And then I don't know if I've just developed like a muscle memory, or maybe it's because I've used quite a bit of the product. I have no issue dispensing just a tiny amount, but just a warning about that. So for the nighttime, I will say, even though I have slightly oily skin, this isn't quite enough moisture that I prefer at night. So what I do is I actually make a concoction with another product that I'm actually going to get into next. So more details to come in a minute. I do have to say, upon receiving this product in the Beauty Heroes box, I was not excited to see it. First impression looking at it, I just thought, I don't have sensitive skin. I don't really like face creams. I like oils more. I'm also kind of a packaging snob, so it just didn't scream luxury for me, which is something I kind of expected from Beauty Heroes. I actually even hung on to this without trying it, thinking that I was going to swap it with something else and get something that I would be more interested in, but I did decide to try it, and I'm really glad I did. I really shouldn't have judged it because it does feel so nice on the skin, and it's so easy and quick to apply as well, and I just absolutely love the combination of the other product I'm going to get into. I promise I'll get into that soon. And yeah, I love it. So again, going back to the packaging product, even though this isn't like the most luxurious looking packaging, there are some points that we should be appreciative about. First, a pump is always going to be more sanitary. I know a lot of people don't like plastic packaging, but I do have to give them credit because I feel like they're really trying to balance it. They do have some products that are glass and obviously some that are plastic, and just the fact that it's completely recyclable and it's in a pump completely makes it up for me. So this next product is just exceptional to me. Definitely one of my favorites that I've tried so far, and it is the Nectar Vital Rose Drops. These are obviously just the little samples. The full size is 1 ounce, and that one is in glass. One of these I did get in the Beauty Heroes box, and then the other one I swapped with someone. Why anyone would want to swap this product before trying it is beyond me, but I took it with open arms. This is also very new to their line. It was just launched a couple months ago. So this is something I wouldn't normally ever do, but I'm actually gonna read the description of what they have on the website because I couldn't agree with it more. It is so well said, and yeah, I'll just read it. Nectar Vital Rose Drops might just be your new obsession. This beautiful serum is designed to bring a luxury boost to your favorite skincare products like our Purely Simple Face Cream. With only 8 ingredients, this 99.6 certified organic elixir will bring uncomplicated and unparalleled nourishment to your skin. By adding 3 to 4 drops of the nectar to your usual face cream or serum, you will increase penetration, strengthen skin cells, and help them retain moisture throughout the day. And I definitely found that to be true. It is amazing how much moisture 3 drops of this can add to a different product. Organic oils of safflower, argan, prickly pear, and pumpkin seed work together to create a powerfully healing blend with a smooth, silky texture. Gorgeous rosehip seed oil helps repair sun damage and decrease inflammation. Organic rose otto essential oil combines with wild Australian sandalwood essential oil. The sandalwood essential oil is the one ingredient that is not certified organic. And a touch of jasmine extract to create a heaven meets earth scent. The dermatological impact of this essential oil blend is smoother, calmer skin and decreased redness and inflammation. The aromatherapy effect is profound as well, providing anti-anxiety and antidepressant benefits, and opening the heart to healing, grounding, and self-love. 100% agree, like I already said, but it is really that amazing. And the scent, the combination is just perfection. I'm not normally someone who even cares for rose-scented things, but I think with the jasmine and the sandalwood in there, it's just beyond amazing. And when you mix it with other products like you're supposed to, it just makes them better. It's never clashed with anything else I've owned. So the scent of this one, though, I would say it makes itself a lot more apparent than, say, the scent in the facial cream. It still dissipates after a few seconds of applying it. It's not something that lingers around. I don't think it's overly offensive, just slightly more than the facial cream. So my favorite way to use this is to put 3 drops into the palm of my hand along with a small pump of the Purely Simple face cream that I was just talking about. Blend it all together in my hand and massage it into my face, and it's just, nothing else has that texture, and I love it so much. It's more moisturizing than the cream on its own, and the moisture retains itself all through the night. You could certainly do it in the daytime as well. I just prefer the feeling of it at night. And if you are someone with really dry skin that does want to use the Purely Simple face cream, this is an excellent way to make it suit your dry skin better. This is also my favorite oil that I like to mix into my loose mineral foundations. I've mentioned this before, my favorite way to use loose mineral foundation is to mix a little bit of toner and a little bit of a face oil and mix it into the palm of my hand and apply it to my face. But I really like it with that oil. Maybe it's just the scent, I don't know, but it just seems to work really, really well as the foundation. And then yet another thing I use it for that I actually just tried recently is to mix it into the mask I'm going to talk about later. I'll actually just go into that in more details when we get to the mask, but that was an amazing experience as well. Another thing I think this would be really great for is those of you with really sensitive skin that doesn't tolerate the other oils and serums with really extensive lists of ingredients and really active ingredients where your skin just freaks out. I think this would be a really good way to incorporate just a small amount to the moisturizer you have that doesn't give you grief. Just add 1 drop one day, and 3 days maybe add 2, and so on, and see how your skin reacts. And it could be a really good way to give an extra boost to your skincare routine. Also, this packaging, it kind of seems like they might be shifting over to this newer style. Their other glass pump bottles have paper wrapped around them, and this one does not. It looks like it's just engraved, and I really love the look of that one. My only complaint, and I know a lot of companies do this, is I wish their glass packaging was dark amber glass to better preserve the oils from any sun exposure. Oils and plant materials can really lose their potency with that sun exposure, so that's just one thing I wish more companies did. But other than that, I have no complaints about this product. I would encourage anyone to at least sample this product. I think everyone should experience it at least once. They do sell samples from their website. I believe it would be this same size here. Don't quote me on that, but that's what I would assume is the size it would be, and this lasts me quite a long time. So overall for me, this is such an amazing product, and I definitely want to add it to my collection. However, at $98 an ounce, I'm not sure when that'll ever happen. Next up is another one of their facial oils, and this is the Facial Calibration Serum. This is the one that a friend gifted to me. And this is one of 3 of their facial serums designed to target different issues, and this one in particular is going to be for oily combo acne prone skin types. So these are just under a ½ ounce, and this one is 36% organic. Some of the ingredients in it are olive squalane, kukui nut oil, macadamia nut oil, and black seed oil, which has seemed to get a lot of buzz lately for being great for acne prone skin. Texture of this was actually quite surprising for me. Initially, when I first applied it to my face, I thought, wow, this feels really heavy and slippery for an oil that's supposed to be for oily skin. That's not something I was used to for those types of oils. But as you give it a chance and massage it into your skin, it really sinks in quite well. I was surprised. I can't say that I have used an oil that had that effect before. Okay, so has it helped balance the oiliness of my skin? I don't know. I used this right after I used my Dr. Alkaitis Nourishing Oil, and if you've heard in my other videos, that one did an amazing job of balancing out the oil in my skin. I'm more on the normal side than oily right now. But I will say this didn't change it. It didn't become more oily when I started using it, so maybe it's just retaining what Dr. Alkaitis was already doing. I'm not sure, but I haven't had an issue with overly oily skin despite going off of Dr. Alkaitis. For acne, again, I don't know. I probably shouldn't have done this, but at the same time, around the same time I started using this, I did some dietary changes to try to improve it as well. So I don't know if it's that or a combination of both, or maybe just this, I don't know. I guess I will find out when it runs out and I stop using it. So the scent with this one, for me, isn't as appealing as the Rose Drops. I don't dislike it, but I don't love it either. It's just really herbal, herbaceous. I think maybe the black seed, cumin seed oil is kind of giving a strange scent. Yeah, it's just kind of odd to me, but it doesn't bother me. I would say it's the same strength as the Rose Drop, so it's not crazy strong scented, and it does not linger on your face either. So like I was mentioning earlier with the packaging on the Rose Drops, I think they might, or I kind of hope they're changing the packaging of these as well, because I do notice that the paper it kind of just gets greasy. So overall, I'm not sure that this is one that I would repurchase. I guess I would have to see how my skin reacts when I stop using it, like I sort of mentioned before. So the final two products I'm going to talk about are the ones that Osmia did send to me. First one being the Protein Exfoliating Mask. It was so ironic. Out of all the products they could have suggested to send to me, they picked the one that I had been anticipating trying the most, this mask. When I found out Beauty Heroes was going to be featuring Osmia, and I just didn't know which products at the time, I was really hoping it would be this mask, and it wasn't. So this mask is an exfoliating mask, as you can imagine by the name, and it is in powder form, so you do need to prepare it before each use. So you get 1.4 ounces in this product, and it's 96.3% organic. The ingredients are super simple. The first two are red adzuki beans and quinoa, both of which are hand milled in their store. Adzuki beans are going to give you the physical exfoliation, where the quinoa is going to give the enzymatic exfoliation, so you do get both the physical and chemical exfoliation with this product. It also has sandalwood powder, and again, like the rose drops, this is the only one that's not organic, but it is well crafted. Anyways, that one gives a more finer resurfacing exfoliation to the skin. And then lastly, it says it has a proprietary blend of essential oils. I just get lavender. This product mainly just smells like earthy lavender with a touch of sandalwood. It's really nice, I like it. So one of the people that really made me want to try this product was Mercedes from L'Amour at La Musique. And she says that this makes your face feel so smooth like a baby's butt, and she is not joking. I have yet to come across an exfoliant that makes my skin feel that soft. It's really amazing considering the simplicity of the ingredients. I don't know why it does, but it does. And then it also does a really good job of clarifying my skin. It pulls out any gunk out of my pores, and it really evens out the tone of my skin. It's one of my favorites. So in the package they sent me, they did include the little clay bowl and spoon, which you can get with yours as well, or you can choose to leave it out for, I think for $5 less. So I was really glad they included this because I don't have anything like this, and now I get to mix all my masks in this little guy. So there's a few different ways you could prepare this mask. You could most certainly just use water. So what I like to do is 2 heaping spoonfuls using the little spoon it comes with, or if you don't get it, probably about a teaspoon is what I would assume. And then some honey for sure, maybe about a half teaspoon of that, and then maybe another couple spoonfuls of some toner. And then the consistency, I like to be a thick paste that just sort of slowly rolls off the spoon. And then to apply it, I found that the easiest way is to use the back of the spoon and just kind of spread it around that way. So the reason I like to use the honey, not only does it add moisture, but it really helps the mask adhere to your face better. And as it dries, it sticks better, because when you don't use the honey, it is kind of one of those masks that tends to crumble when you make expressions, but I don't seem to have that issue whatsoever when I use it with the honey. And then the reason I like to use the toner or hydrosol rather than just plain water is it's just, you know, it's an extra boost of skincare that you're adding to the mask, and it's just a little bit better than the water, I think. And I do this mask probably once a week or as needed. And yeah, I absolutely love it. Overall, amazing mask, one of my all-time favorite masks, and I will definitely repurchase it. So this next product I'm going to talk about, I actually requested that they just sent me a small sample for me to try out, and they were so kind enough to include a full size of the Sunset Body Oil. Now this is their old packaging. They recently switched to a pump, which is amazing. Not that this one was too difficult to use, it just had a stopper on it, but I always prefer a pump, especially for a body oil, so that's a really nice change that they did. This one is 2 ounces and it is 67% organic. So some of the ingredients in these are jojoba oil, hemp seed oil, rose hip seed oil, and sea buckthorn. It feels amazing on the skin. It absorbs really well, spreads really well, but it's not greasy either, just really nice and moisturizing. I like using it right when I get out of the shower when I'm still kind of wet the most. I think that's the best way to use it. The main star about these is the scents, and I can't wait to try more because she did such an amazing job with the scent profiles here. They are just they're so beyond just one-dimensional. They don't list all the essential oils used. It says proprietary blend, but some of the notes in it are vanilla, jasmine, coriander, and bergamot, and it is such an amazing combination. I really enjoy it for at night. I use this most when I take like a nighttime shower or bath, and I even use it like just this little stopper thing is great right on your pulse points right before bed. I love it because it's just so calming and relaxing, and it just smells amazing. I can't really describe it. It's definitely floral and vanilla like you would expect, but it's deeper and it kind of has a spiciness to it, which I think you get from the coriander. So I'm really happy with this one, and I really want to try the flower one too, and maybe a couple others. And I'm so happy they changed the packaging to the pump because that will be so handy. So overall, amazing body oil. I would definitely repurchase. I cannot wait to smell the other scents that she has. And perfumes too. I really am curious about her perfumes on top of that. Okay, so that concludes all the products I have to talk about from Osmia. They were kind enough to include a discount code for you guys to use. It's a non-affiliate code that I don't get compensated for. But I'll have that information down below, and it does run through the end of May. And if you miss that 15% off, no big deal. There are other bloggers like Organic Bunny, Brittany from Beauty by Brittany that have codes as well. And I'll have those down below too, so you guys won't miss out on anything. In addition to that, I'll list all the retailers that carry Osmia, and that way if you see any sales going on from them, you can save some money. So I've been really impressed with everything I've tried from Osmia so far. I'm really looking forward to someday here I will visit their shop because they're also in Colorado. It is a few hours away, but it's on the way over to my parents' house, so definitely one day, and I can't wait to do that. It would be so fun to do kind of like a vlog thing of their whole store. Maybe she would show me some things, I don't know, but I think that would be really fun if I could do that, and I would love to meet Sarah. So I'm curious to hear if any of you have tried these products as well, or if you've tried other ones that you would really recommend to me, because I'd be curious about checking those out. If you have any questions that I may have missed covering, don't hesitate to ask in the comments below. Also, let me know if you like these kinds of videos. I know it's a lot of information and they're kind of long, so if they're not something you're really interested, let me know, and if it is, let me know as well. I would appreciate your feedback. So I think I've covered everything. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.